So I want to wrap up with the Old Testament. As people that are created in the image of God, we talked about that in earlier class. As people created in the image of God, I am to be woomy. I am to demonstrate woominess. I am to be compassionate, I think. Uh, what we see in God's character should somehow be a part of my character. Some of us are more naturally compassionate than others. I get that, but it is the kind of thing that maybe I can work on, right? As I want to be a kind of person um, that is and lives who I was created to be. So when we see compassion in the Old Testament, let me give you a couple of other hints of things to look for, of words to look for, of concepts to look for. Mercy, compassion demonstrated in mercy. Covenant, for example, like in the Zechariah text I read, that God fulfills his covenant even after a time of judgment, that God does not abandon long term the covenant promise that he made to Israel. So, loyalty, mercy, graciousness, and action. God's compassion results in action. It's not just sympathy, it's not just feeling sorry for someone, but there's an action that takes place because of it. Um, that, I think, on this day is the dimension of compassion that hits most closely to me. How is my feeling of compassion, my priority on compassion, my understanding of compassion from the pages of this book, how is it impacting my action? It could be impacting it simply by my career choice. I believe that to be a compassionate person, I should do this with my life. It could be that there are individual acts of compassion within that career path or within your family, right, or in your neighborhood, that there should be some kind of result of that because of a desire to give that kind of expression to your spirituality, to your religion, to your ethics or your morals. That compassion forms a part of that. So think about that. We're going to come back in just a moment and talk about Luke Acts.